Hey guys, what's up? My name is Shalia. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are not new here, welcome back. I appreciate you guys being here with me. It's been a long time, I know, but I'm here to show you guys how to do this look today using the beloved Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I wanted to do a kind of get ready with me, a little bit of chit chat. I want to update you guys on what's been going on in my life, where I've been, how my New Year's was, blah, 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 New Year's resolutions, all of that good jazz. So if you guys are interested in A, learning how to do this eye look right here, and B, just kind of hanging out with me for the next 10-15 minutes, maybe 20, depending on my mood, stay tuned. And before you go, I'm low-key judging you if you don't click that red subscribe button down at the bottom, because I feel some type of way. Like, it personally offends me if you don't subscribe to my channel, because it's like, why don't you want to get to know me? Why don't you want to chill with me? Why don't you want to see where my head is at? So that you guys could like go ahead and type down in the comments and I can see where your head is at, you know? But anyway, without further ado, let's jump right into this. And what was that? My hands are like... Before I continue to ramble on, let's go ahead and jump right into this video, because I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of hearing me ramble on about nothing at this point. Let's go. So before I get started or do anything on my face, I want to tell you guys Happy New Year. I feel like I haven't been here in a long time. It's been about 2 months to be exact. That was 4. 2. With that being said, let's jump right into this. In order to get started, I'm going to start off with my MAC strobe cream that I'm going to be moisturizing my face today. So I'm basically just going to take a very little of this, pour it on my hands, and I like to just use my hands. I know that a lot of people use brushes, whatever floats your boat, realistically, you know. Anywho, I'll tell you guys what I did for New Year's Eve. So I went to hang out at my old job, and they had asked me to work. And I was like, oh, I don't really want to work. It's New Year's Eve. Kind of just want to party. I want to hang out with my friends. But one of my really good friends still works there. So I was like, I'm going to go. I'm going to hang out. That's cool. And when I get there, I ended up working. I jumped behind the bar. And I just bartended it out. I ended up having a really good time. Only bad thing was that it was freezing. You guys, like, it felt like it was like below 0 in the restaurant. And I was like, we're in a restaurant. So that was pretty rough. I'm going to be I'm not making this. I'm taking a MAC angled brush and my Anastasia dip brow in the color Granite to fill in my brows right now. But yeah, so that was the only flaw. Like, it was super cold. But I was working, like, pretty quick. So I ended up just, like, still having a pretty good time, like, even though it was so cold. But it was good. I woke up the next morning, no hangover. And that's always a plus, because I feel like it's just like a staple these days to just get so shit-faced on New Year's Eve. When you wake up in the morning regretting all of life, that's when you wake up and you're like, I'm never drinking again. And then you go out the next day and you get drunk again. And the cycle repeats itself. Do you guys have any like super big New Year's resolutions this year? Because I do. I like woke up the New Year's Eve day and like just was like laying in bed and like really reflecting on 2017. It was a pretty difficult year for me as a whole. I had a lot of things go on that was just like super difficult and hurtful, and I just was like, this year blows, and I was kind of ready for it to be over. Not that, like, the new year is like bound to bring you greatness, but it's just a nice, like, it feels good to kind of like start off fresh. Like, it's a brand new year, brand new month. Like, I can like try to see things clearly with a fresh point of view, I guess. So that's kind of like what I was thinking about that day, and was just saying to myself that I wanted 2018 to just be better. Like, I wanted myself to be better. I wanted my goals to be better. I wanted my growth to be better. Like, I just, even me as a person, like, internally, I just wanted to be better overall. But we're 9 days in, and I feel like I've already accomplished more than I thought I would. You know what I mean? Can you see my light bulb in the vanity behind me? Shady. It was really trying to like peek through and be the shade queen just now. Just wouldn't let me be great, you know? So now I'm gonna use my Shape Tape Concealer in the color Tan Sand. This is a brand, is that the front? Yeah. It's a brand spanking new one. So cute. Anyway. I'm like married to Shape Tape, you guys. I love it. Then I'm gonna use my flat concealer brush from MAC. I've like lost the number on this. 212. Boom. My fucking laser beam vision. So I just dab right on here a little bit. And then I start kind of like in the middle, kind of like same place I started with my brows. I like to start over here. This strap actually has no respect for my life. Like, why are you coming for me? Just chill, relax, sit there. Have some respect for your mom. Now I'm gonna take a blending brush from MAC. This is 224, and I'm just gonna buff out this concealer here so it's got a more seamless transition into my skin. Next, I'm going to take a MAC concealing brush. This is 105, and I'm going to use my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot to prime my eyelids for this look. And then using that same MAC brush, I'm just going to blend this right on into my skin. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to take this Morphe, I'm lying, it's a MAC 227 brush, and I'm just going to tap it into my Laura Mercier powder. And I'm just going to lightly dust this onto my lid so that my eyeshadows blend super duper seamlessly. So I was at the gym earlier with my friend, and like when we're together, all we do is laugh. So what ended up happening is we get on the Stairmaster at the gym. My friend is like, well, what program should we do? Like, blah, blah, blah. So we're like, okay, well, I was like, let's try the landmarks. So we look at the landmarks, we go through all of them, and I was like, let's do the Taj Mahal. Like, it's not too high. Like, we can climb all the stairs to the Taj Mahal. She's like, let's do the Eiffel Tower. I've always wanted to see it. And I started cracking up because I'm like, seriously, where it's on the Stairmaster and you're talking about how you've always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower, you fucking moron. Anyway, so a guy stands over there and he's like, do you ladies need help? No, we don't. Why is it that whenever you're at the gym, a guy makes you feel like they have to help you, like they have to talk to you? Like, bro, I'm good, okay? And if I needed some assistance, I'd ask someone. But even if I would ask someone, it wouldn't be you. Anyway, so today on the eyes, boom, this is what we're using. I'm dipping into the amazing Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. This is my favorite palette. I got it for Christmas actually, and I was super stoked. I have been using it like a crazy person, honestly, like a straight up psycho. So if you guys have not seen this palette before, which I'm sure you have because it's all over YouTube and it's all over Instagram, this is basically what it looks like. So yeah, let's get started. So this is the Morphe M504. It's one of my favorite brushes at the moment. So in the Huda palette, we're gonna go into Eden. It's this bad boy right here. Let's get this party started, right? Does anybody remember Uffie? Did you guys listen to Uffie? My cousin and I were insane about her. That song, Pop the Glock. Loved it. Still listen to it right now. But if you ever heard it, look it up. It's like that electronic music. Alright. Now that that bad boy is down there, we're going to move on into another color. So this is the Morphe 505, the M505. And now I'm going to go ahead and go into Amber. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Hello. I'm filming a video right now, so say hi to my YouTube.
Hey, I love her.
Did you say I'm not shit?
But I said I love you in it, so people know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming with lobster.
Yeah, my friend's coming. She's bringing lobster. I'm so excited. Lobster dinner. Lobster. Oh, what's it from? It's romantic. I'll light some candles.
20 minutes later.
Okay.
Alright, so,
See you in a few. So I don't know if you guys heard that, but like I said, my friend's bringing lobster. She got it from Antigua. So I'm pretty excited. I'll let you guys know how I feel about it. Anyway, moving on. We're gonna go back into this Huda palette using that same brush we were just using, and this time we're gonna go with saffron. It's this really pretty red color down here. What was I talking about before she called me? So I'm going to Coachella in a couple of months. I've been going, this will be my third one, like in a row, kind of. I've loved all the lineups. I've thoroughly enjoyed every single one. But this year is a particularly special year for me because Eminem is gonna be there, you guys, and I would do anything for him. Like, I love him. And I have been a very big fan of his since probably before high school. This will be my very first time getting to see him. So when the lineup finally came out, I got the notification. I threw my legs back, on my bed. I was like kicking my legs in the air, like bugging the fuck out because I was like, I cannot believe I'm gonna get to see him. It's like one of those moments where you kind of like gave up, and I was like, wow, I'm never gonna get to see him. Like, that's kind of how I felt. And then to see that and to have him closing out the festival at that, like, I'm like baffled, honestly. But I'm so grateful. I'm so glad that I'm like given the opportunity to be even able to spend $400+ on a ticket to a festival. And just, you know, to be able to be going with so many of my friends and then to see someone that I love as much as him, it's like I'm kind of like in this like whirlwind. So back to makeup talk. So now I'm gonna be using the Morphe M514. So I'm going in with this color Oud. I think that's how you pronounce it. Oud. O-U-D. You pronounce it. What I'm gonna do is over here I'm gonna focus on this outer V. And that's pretty much where the color is going to be concentrated. Using my flat concealer brush from MAC, the same one that we used earlier on the brows, we're going to use to carve out our eyelid and a little bit of the soft ochre. So I have a hooded eyelid and I have a bit of like a weirdo little knot on both sides of my eyelids. So I have to tug just a tiny bit. Don't pull too hard, it gives you wrinkles. Alright, now that that's all done, we're gonna go back into the palette and we're gonna take this color Turkish Delight right here next to Cosmo. And we're gonna just put this down first. I'm gonna be using a MAC 242 and I'm gonna just lay this down sort of like as a base for Cosmo. Now I'm gonna use my NYX mixing medium and I'm gonna just go over this shadow using the same flat brush that we used to carve out the crease. So what I like to do is I like to just take a little bit, a little goes a long way, and I put it on the back of my hand. I just take my brush and I dip it a little bit and I go over the shadow. Before I let this set, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Cosmo, this one here, and I'm gonna be using my Morphe 124. Now I'm going to go over it again with the mixing medium just to kind of lock it in. Now I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes. I'm going to be using my Kat Von D tattoo liner. It's one of my favorite liners at the moment. Just give it a little shake. Now that my base is down, I'm going to switch and I'm going to use my Inglot liner, and this is my MAC 210 brush. No other brush out there like it. Super slim. I love this brush. Now that the eyes are sort of done, we're going to move on to the face. I'm using my Fenty Beauty primer for this. So today for foundation, I'm going to be using one of my favorites. This is the NARS All Day Luminous foundation. I use the color Macao, and I'm going to just put this on my beauty blender and go ahead and blend this out. Now, once again, using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Tan Sand, I'm just going to go ahead and highlight under my eyes, my nose, my chin. You know the drill. I have a little bit of a lady stash going on right now. And I know I'm not the only one, so don't try to throw shade right now. So we're going to just highlight that a little bit more than normal. Next, I'm going to be using the pointed side of my Real Technique sponge to just blend this out kind of seamlessly, you know. Next, I'm going to contour with my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick. This is the color Truffle. I love this foundation stick for contouring. It just does the trick for me. Next, to make sure it all blends in kind of seamlessly, I'm going to use my Sephora brush. This is number 97. It's a Pro Contour Sweep brush. I've been loving this brush as of late to just get my contour done well, you know. I like to dab it in here. Anyway, like I was saying, the weather's been so cold. I was out the house the other day, and it said that it felt like -15, and it's like, I don't remember moving to Antarctica. You know what I mean? Like, I think if I had made such a rash decision like that to basically freeze my ass off for the rest of my life, I would remember. Now I'm going to use my ABH. Wow, there's a lot of lipstick on here. I think it's lip liner. That is not cute. Anyway, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit to add some color powder to my face. I'm going to be using my Morphe 530 brush. It's one of my favorite brushes as of late to use for my contour. Now I'm going to be using my Morphe, you guys. I'm going to be using my Morphe Y11 brush and my trusty Laura Mercier translucent powder to set all of my highlighted places. I'm going to put a little on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose where I get super oily. Next, I'm going to just carve out my cheekbones here. Next, using my Morphe M572, I'm going to go back in with my contour kit and just take the darker color in here and I'm going to lightly tap my brush in here. Tap off the excess and I'm going to go down the sides of my nose. Now, using my Morphe M527, I'm just going to brush all of the translucent powder off of my face. Now that our face is done, we're going to move back into our eyes really quick. So we're going to go back into our Huda Beauty palette. We're going to start with this color Amber, this one here. And I'm going to go back and use my Morphe M505. And we're going to start on our under eye. Now, using my MAC pencil brush, this is number 210. I'm going to go in with the color Saffron. It's that color, that red color that we had used earlier, this one here. I'm going to take my MAC eyeliner in the color Feline, and I'm going to just do my waterline. I'm going to tightline my, my lash line as well on the top. Now, really quickly, I'm going to pop on some lashes, some mascara. I'm going to come back and finish off my face with you guys. For those of you who want to know or are interested in knowing, I got this lash book from Ardell. I got it from Ulta over the holidays, and I'm going to be using lash number 811. Alright, so now that my lashes and my mascara are all on, we're going to move back to the face. And if you guys are wondering, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is my favorite mascara. I've been using it for God only knows how long. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to use some clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I forgot to apply this earlier, but it is a very important thing to me. So let's go ahead and get that done. So now to highlight, I'm going to be using the Morphe R36 brush, and I'm going to be using the Dose of Colors Desi Katie collab. This is the highlight in the color Mirame, and I'm going to just be applying this to the high points of my cheeks. This is one of my favorite highlights at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to just kind of address why I've been missing, or like just kind of like not on my social media as much as I was, especially my channel, why I've kind of like took a little hiatus. I had a death in my family back in September, the day after I posted my very first YouTube video. I didn't find out about it until exactly 1 week later. So it was around the time that I think either my second or my third video had been posted on my channel. And I will not get into any details for the sake of the privacy of my family, but I took it really hard. I wasn't ready to just kind of like go full force like on my channel or on my social media. So when Halloween rolled around, I went ahead and posted some videos just because of the season that it was, and I just felt like I needed a distraction. But after Halloween kind of like came and went, I realized that I was using my channel as a distraction, and I didn't want that. I needed to take the time for myself to kind of heal, and then when I was ready to kind of just jump back into it, I figured that'll be the best and healthiest time. That is when you guys would be getting good content. That is when I would be staying true to myself. I was so uninspired at the time. I was just really down, and I just needed to take some time for myself. So that was what I did. But with the start of the new year, and I knew that I kind of wanted to get the ball back up and running. And so I took about 2 months to myself, and yeah, and now I'm back. So I didn't want to kind of just like skate past that as if nothing happened, as if you guys are seeing me today and you've been seeing me consistently for the last 2 months. I wanted to be, you know, I want to be as real with you guys as I can, but still kind of keep a little bit of integrity. Now I'm going to use that same highlight, and I'm going to use a Sephora number 15, and I'm going to just apply this to my inner corner. Now, because I am a sucker for blush, I'm going to use the Sephora brand blush. This is Too Hot. For my lips, I'm going to be using Dose of Colors. This is the color Stone. It's one of my favorite lipsticks. I haven't even gotten a chance to wear it that often. I just got it not too long ago, but I'm madly in love with the color. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. Now I'm going to take a little bit of birthday suit. This is from the Kylie Cosmetics line. I believe it was the Vacation collection. And I'm going to pop this in the center. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to take my Mario Badescu rose water and I'm just going to go ahead and set my face. Smells so good. It even tastes like a little good. And that's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. All the way up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you guys go. If you're not sure which button is the subscribe button, it's that big, giant red one down at the bottom. Alright? That concludes this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, I will see you guys later. Bye.